My name is Justin Torok, and I've been a paranormal investigator for over 10 years. With a degree in video production and an obsession with the dark unknown, I set out on a quest to travel to the most haunted locations, capturing proof of the paranormal. This is Ghost Encounters. On this episode of Ghost Encounters, we are in New Hope, Pennsylvania. New Hope is filled with all kinds of shopping, riverside restaurants, and cultural attractions. There is plenty to see and do in this wonderful town that houses more than 200 years of history. But with that history comes places that are haunted, like the Parry Mansion.
Hi, my name is Sophie, and I'm a docent here at the Parry Mansion. Despite having a quite notable paranormal history, the home is here today to be a museum to explore our local history here in New Hope, as well as American history as a whole. Benjamin Parry built this home in 1784, and he was a very prominent Welsh Quaker, and he supplied jobs to the majority of the town with his mills. These mills were called the Hope Mills, and sadly, without a known cause, these mills burned down one day. This left a lot of the town very destitute and hopeless, and eventually he had to take on the role of rebuilding these mills. Rebuilding these mills was such a win for the town that they actually renamed the town after these New Hope Mills, giving the name of the town as New Hope. So today the home is run by the New Hope Historical Society, and we run tours every weekend from 1 to 4. We also have haunted tours in October, and we host lots of events for the community and also those visiting our town to attend. The home has been in the Parry family for 5 generations until the last generation, Margaret Parry. She gave the house over to the Historical Society in the 60s, but there's a very rich history of the family having consistently lived here. Many of them were born here, but also many of them died here.
Hi, my name is Cindy Hall. I'm the Executive Director of New Hope Historical Society. Welcome to the Parry Mansion Museum. So we have some haunted activity here in the Parry Mansion Museum, mostly from the family members that have lived here during the generations. But I think the most important thing was an experience that we had just about last year, this time in September, where we had a group taking photographs outside, and they managed to capture a perfect image in the front window of a very pale young woman with a long white dress on. And when I saw that photograph, I knew instantly that it was Ruth Parry. Seeing her photograph in the past, the way she wore her hair, the dress that she was wearing, very pale. Ruth Parry passed in this mansion, and she was just around the age of 20, so she had a very difficult and short life with illness. And that, when I saw that picture, I just could not believe that they actually captured that when I was standing just a few feet away. It was quite incredible. In just about every room in the house, there's a little bit of a secret passageway that leads somewhere. And some of those on this main level lead down to the basement, and there's a couple of those that we see that are visible, one in the front corner on the corner of Ferry and Main Street, and that is where Dr. George Parry had his surgical room. So that was used, we're told, to for the soldiers that perished, that was used, and also there was storage in the basement of some of the bodies. All of those secret passageways and crawl space type of tunnels, most of them lead to the basement, so that was probably designed so that the family could escape or hide during wartime. So I believe that Oliver is seen most often pacing back and forth between the 2 windows in the room, holding a candle. Almost all of the reports that we've received have been recorded that way, that he was seen pacing. And he's a tall, thin man with dark hair, and that's the description that most of the folks gave when they reported seeing him in the upstairs bedroom late at night pacing. It is believed that the reason that Oliver was pacing was that his wife was in labor in that room, and they lost that child. And his presence is still felt and seen by many still in that room today. So there has been a presence on the stairway, the main stairwell in the house, as you enter through the front door. And a number of people have seen a vision of a woman coming down the steps in a white dress that sort of disappears halfway into the wall on the 5th step, which is the exact location where the temperature dropped significantly in a heat sensor with a paranormal investigation that we had last year. So some of the reports of things that people have heard in the past, and we still today hear about some of these things from our current visitors. We hear music, and if you listen closely to the walls of the music room, it sounds like it's coming from inside of the walls. And then we hear some knocking sounds that come from the basement door to the colonial kitchen. Sounds like the knocking is coming from the other side of that door, perhaps. Some of those soldiers that were stored down there, trying to escape. Sometimes when you're in some of the upstairs bedrooms, particularly where Benjamin Parry's office was, which is in the front-facing Main Street, he had a clear view of the mill that he owned and operated, so he could see what was happening there. Sometimes when you're standing in that room, it almost sounds like his trunk in the attic is being dragged across the floor. So we hope that you'll come out to the Parry Mansion Museum and visit us for a museum tour. Haunted History Month begins for us October 1st. We'd love to see you. We're open on the weekends, and we'll tell you about the history of the home and the history of New Hope, as well as some of these little hauntings, and show you some photographs and some things that have happened here.
After hearing about the history and the paranormal stories that dwell in the darkness behind these walls, I can't wait for midnight to strike to start this investigation. On this investigation with me is Hannah Wallner and Maggie Regal. All right, it is now midnight and we are starting our investigation at the Parry Mansion. Girls ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
I'm so ready.
Let's head upstairs first.
Okay.
Let's watch your step.
Remember, she said it was right here where the
Right here's where the apparition kind of...
apparition went into the wall.
Yeah.
That clock is giving me Stranger Things vibes right now.
Alright, so this is the room where Benjamin died. Right here. I want to place some stuff down here.
Like a comfy place to die.
Yeah, I mean, got to go at home. It could be worse.
Gather some of these around. So if these get touched, the light will go off. Just like you see here.
Like they calm down after a minute.
Yep.
Okay.
They go off. They get touched. They go off. And it's already going off. So who do we have here? Benjamin, are you here with us? We just got our first EVP response of the night, right after the motion sensor went off. So who do we have here? Benjamin, are you here with us? So who do we have here? Benjamin, are you here with us? You're just right here making those lights go off. Can you do it again? Do you know that you're dead?
Speak in their native or in their dialect. Benjamin, where art thou?
Did you die in this bed? Can you come over to the bed? Can you come over here with me? Can you come over here with me? Well, I'll step back. We crowding you? You were just right here.
The world must be so different for you now. How do you feel about that? Are you scared? Are you pleased? Are you angry?
You were the main man in this town at one point. New Hope wouldn't be New Hope if it wasn't for you. Anything you want to say about it? What was it like to build this town up? What was it like to run the mill?
How do you feel about strangers coming into your house every day and walking around and looking at where you used to live? Does that make you angry?
Alright, well, we're gonna leave your room. Unless there's anything you want to say to us. Alright, we're gonna leave. Well, let's try to make contact with Oliver, who said to kind of pace back and forth between these two windows. I'm gonna put these on the floor.
Oh, how about on the baby crib?
See
One on the baby crib.
if we can get
Oh, him pacing.
him pacing
Oh.
between these windows. So something like that. Oliver, you're said to pace back and forth between these windows. Is that true? Do you pace back and forth? Were you pacing because your wife was in this bed giving birth? Can you tell me what it was like to have to wait and realize that your baby didn't make it? Right after the motion sensor goes off, I get a response from Oliver. Well, we know you're here. I realize that your Baby didn't make it. Well, we know you're here. I just got the chills. Anyone else got the chills?
No, but that was pretty freaky.
How did that make you feel, losing your baby?
Yeah, you can talk to us. You still in this bed, waiting to give birth to a child. Yeah?
We hear about Oliver. We hear about the baby. Why don't we hear about you?
We aren't here to mock your grief.
No, we want to hear your story.
Tell us your story. Give us a sign that you're here with us.
Well, I know you were right next to me. You were right on this bed. Alright, let's try spirit box session. Keep those things on the floor, so watch out for those. Okay, so we're trying a spirit box session. We're using the SB7 spirit box, which runs through 3 radio frequencies per second backwards to see if we can hear some spirit responses to the white noise. Can you tell us something about what happened to your child? We get no responses for a while, until I get 2 different voices that sounds like 2 parents arguing over a name. Can you tell me what you were going to name the child? Can you tell me what you were going to name the child? Sound like name? Meanwhile, our X-cam in the basement captures a series of remarkable events. You hear footsteps get closer, followed by a voice, and then the laser grid rotates on its own. Back upstairs, we enter the kids' room. Let's step outside the room. Okay. And not crowd them. Oh. What do I do with it? If there are any kids in here with us, can you play with the things that are on the floor?
Should we introduce ourselves because they're kids and they might not want to talk to strangers?
Sure.
Hi, my name is Maggie. I'm not here to hurt you? We just want to say hello and maybe play? We just want to say hello and maybe play? This is my friend Justin.
My name's Justin. I just want to play too.
And there's Hannah here too.
Hello.
Do you want to play with us? We brought some really cool toys. I saw some of the toys in your room. They looked like they were a lot of fun. But these toys are fun too. If
They
you move
light
them,
up.
They light up.
Can you move them for us? Can you roll them to us? We'll roll them back.
One farther into the room.
Okay.
This one definitely works. I'm gonna roll it to you over by the bed, okay? If you're over there, roll it back. Can you roll it back to me? Please? I rolled it to you, now you roll it back. Can you roll it over here? I rolled it to you, now you roll it back. Can you roll it over here? Looked like you were about to do it. Can you please roll it back? Or just give it your best shot? I know you can do it. What if we took one of the toys, one of their toys, like that doll, and like put it next to the...
Give it a shot.
This is like a fun toy. I'm gonna put it next to... I'm gonna put it next to my toy. Maybe that'll make you feel better about playing with my toy.
You can play with anything you want. You can move anything, touch anything you want.
But if you pick up your doll, or if you go to your doll, you can roll that toy back to me.
Can you tell us your name? Can you tell us your name? Yeah?
Can you tell us how old you are?
Is this too many people for you? How about you just play with Maggie? And we'll be back here.
They're not going to bother us. It can just be me and you. I'd really like to play if that's alright with you. You can roll one of those toys back to me. It's like playing with a ball. Should I move into the room?
Try it.
How about I come into the room? How about I come towards you? And that way you don't have to come out in the hall. I'm not leaving until you play with me, okay? Here we go. Can you roll that back to me, please? I count to 3, And you try to roll one of those toys to me, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, my name is Maggie, and I would like to know what your name is, if that's okay. So on the count of 3, I want you to yell your name as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3.
Now.
I want you to yell your name as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3.
Now.
I think I heard that.
18 at the same time. What'd you hear?
Okay, I think you were trying to talk to us.
It's really good.
Yeah, good job. I think you were trying to tell me your name.
All right, well, we're going to go. You got to say bye to Maggie. Gonna give Maggie a hug goodbye. Say thank you for playing.
Well, it was nice playing with you. If you'd like, I will shake your hand.
That will be the highlight. Second guess my life, that's for sure. Yeah.
Footsteps have been heard coming up these stairs here. Can you come on up? How about the door? Can you open the door for us?
Was this the servant quarters? Were you servants here in the Parry Mansion? If I knock on this door, can you knock back?
Suddenly, an unsettling message comes through, and my camera shuts off and dies.
Oh, did your battery just go?
Yeah, my camera just shut off.
Oh, wow.
Just randomly?
Yeah.
If I knock on this door, can you knock back? If I knock on this door, can you knock back?
Oh, did your battery just go?
Yeah, my camera just shut off.
Oh, wow.
Just randomly?
Yeah. We then decide to head down to the music room, which was once a doctor's office. And just as we enter, I get a coughing spell that just won't seem to stop.
What is this room used for?
Is there a spirit of a sick patient causing me to cough?
Well, let's stop recording for a sec. You come over to me? Check me out? Are you making me cough? someone had a cough, what would you give them? Hear anything, Finn? Can you tell me your name? If someone else is here, can you play some music? Can you make a noise for me? Any kind of noise?
After a short while, we begin a spirit box session.
Try really hard to say what it is that you want to say.
Did this spirit just tell us that they were never read their last rites?
Okay. Did you hear like a long trail of words that was in the same voice?
No.
I have to hear that back, but it sounded like almost a full sentence.
Okay. I was focused on like I saw a piece of dust go down. And I was like, I want to make it known that I saw that piece of dust and it's not an orb.
But I heard the same voice for a while.
Hmm.
That shouldn't happen because it's going through 3 frequencies per second.
Mm-hmm.
Try your hardest to keep talking to us. Everyone knows you perform surgeries in the other room. Was it difficult to do the things that you had to do?
Sorry.
Is this chilling voice telling us what they saw when they were a patient? I begin using my SLS camera, which uses LiDAR to detect figures. And very shortly into the surgical room, I capture what appears to be a figure sitting in a chair next to Maggie. Like, it can detect Maggie right there. Detects you, Hannah, just like that. We're gonna see if I keep getting what looks like some kind of figure over right here. I then decide to head upstairs with the SLS. Just before I do, the X-cam in Oliver's room goes out of focus, as if something walked in front of it, and you can hear footsteps.
Is Ruth here with us right now? How about Dr. George? Is Dr. George here with me right now?
Oliver, are you pacing in this room? Are you standing right over there? Oliver, are you pacing in this room? Are you standing right over there? We then head to the basement.
Let's do this.
Down the basement we go.
Shut the door behind us.
I am already getting spikes down here.
Wow.
Not much. I'm using my millimeter, which measures EMF and temperature at the same time. Just watch your step. There's a lot of stuff here. How many soldiers' bodies were dumped down here? Right here. I'm going to go right underneath the chute. Were you a soldier? Were you a soldier?
Is there anybody here with us right now?
Can you tell me what your name is?
Can you make yourself known? Did you die here?
There's got to be something you want to say. You were a soldier. You were injured. Oh. You were a soldier. You were injured. Maybe you thought you could live, but doctor couldn't save you. Your body was just dumped down here.
Can you give us a sign that you're here?
Were you afraid? Were you afraid to go to war? Were you afraid to die?
Have you been here a long time? Are you alone, or is there more than one of you?
How many spirits are down in this basement? There were numerous, well, there was a plethora of bodies and body parts down here. Are you upset about how your body was treated? The temperature is exactly 66.6.
Fuck off. I'm out.
66.6.
That's bad. That's bad, Juju. That's bad. No, I'll play. I'm not playing.
Bad news bears.
Do you want us to leave?
The Parry Mansion is a house filled with mystery and trauma. It has been an exciting place to investigate with the plethora of paranormal activity. I'd like to find out what the rest of Haunted New Hope has to offer.